Hey everybody, this is Rydo, and we are back to Rise of the Tomb Raider. So we're in the geothermal valley, trying to find a way to the optional tomb that happens to be up there. I assume that there's not like a way of jumping out of the water and getting to it. So I'm gonna have to work with what I've got and walk around. And while we're here, we might as well get this document. This hopefully is a map that points to more things, and as more and more things are found.
Followers of the Prophet fled to the east. The journey was difficult.
There's a thing easily missed. I guess I have to climb this tree to get up to this point, and then jump to this.
We have a true test now, young ones. The valley is balance. When one thing slides, it affects all others. The fire 2 harvests ago led to an unusual bloom of berries. That led to more deer. And now, we've got too many damned wolves. They're not good eating, but to keep the valley in harmony, we're tracking wolves tonight. They come out after dark and roam the whole valley, but we're going to track them to their dens in caves and other underground places. Stay close together. When you hunt wolves, the wolves are just as likely to hunt you.
So there's been a lot of indications that there's a time mechanic, but honestly I haven't actually seen it ever change from day to night. So I suspect that that's actually not true. It's more likely, if I was to guess, that the game intended for there to be a time mechanic and failed to implement it. Like, I've never seen a nighttime sequence that didn't seem scripted. I've never seen a daytime sequence that didn't seem scripted. I am gonna walk around places where I think there might be a collectible and just tap X a lot, just in case. If we can speed up this process without having to find maps first, that would be nice. Let's get this survival cache before we jump down. If I could get out of this area or be done with this area, that'd be nice. I also have to be a little careful because I'm on the lookout for the last couple of bullseye targets, wherever they are. They should be further down that direction. I guess you can't jump for it. Alright. I saw it. I know where I'm supposed to be. Let's jump down here. There's gotta be another way down, so maybe it's down this way. I guess it is down this way. And then jump down here. Seriously? Alright, well, moving forward. Let's see if we can find this optional tomb that's over here. This was one of those tombs that required a rebreather. I might run right into a bear's nest while I'm in here. Also, hope I'm going the right direction. Yes, this section required a rebreather, and it pushed you backwards so you could try it even. Which is kinder than just letting you swim halfway through here and die. Clearly I haven't been here before, although the layout looks slightly familiar. Honestly, they should have a few caved-in places where it doesn't do that animation, just so you can fully experience. Feels like a wastewater whirlpool. There's a lot of water-related puzzles in this game, considering it's Siberia, and not that many snow-related puzzles. I don't think there's any whirlpool sanctuary.
A scroll case inlaid with ivory and gems.
And something about the
interesting.
strap.
It's been altered with this rough strap of leather, and it's been used to store plants.
So the main reason why we're doing any of this is just because we want to get an experience and move the game forward. It's going to be a lot of these
ivory jar.
documents.
It looks like it was carved from a single tusk. A simple thing, but the level of detail in the carving is impressive.
Interesting. Although I really do have to kind of question having an animator animate these things over just having more important elements of the game more polished and finished and usable.
The dead choke the rivers. Our children's blood is spilled on the valley floor. We live, but with what? Our city entombed? Our sons and daughters murdered? Is it courage to go on? Or madness? Those who fell know peace now. When will we?
And see, that was labeled as the baths of Kitezh, so this might be like a bathhouse, an ancient bathhouse. Interesting, crawling between vines this time.
It's a bathhouse.
I don't know what particularly tells you that this is a bathhouse, since it's so flooded. I suppose I'm just... With the rebreather.
Get in there.
When they have these cranks, that means I can turn it and move the boat if I can work with the kind of janky system they have. There we go. There's definitely coins down there. So I can bring the boat this way to get up to that. I could try to get the boat over here to get up to this, but I don't know if there actually is anything there. The final collectible of this optional tomb is over here. We've got some high grass on this side. I don't think we've seen that
before. So many dead. What happened here? No sign of other violence.
Maybe it's leprosy or something. I don't see why she can't just dive lower. It seems pretty silly. Like, so there's a document over there to get.
We cannot leave our children to rot beneath the sun. But there are too many graves to dig, and the earth is hard. What need have we for leisure now? This place, like so many others, will never ring with laughter again. We have made the whole world a tomb. The dead shall rest. We owe them that much.
So it seems like they just intentionally flooded the bathhouse to let the corpses bloat and rot. And we've gone full circle. I don't think it's actually necessary to dive again. Unless that is a dive point for the challenge in the geothermal valley, which, if it is, I could see a lot of people missing it. Map-wise, I may have collected everything. Getting these dives to work. It's not perfect. Just like a rotten corpse. Have to stand a little bit closer. And wind the boat this direction. And it seems to stop at very specific points. I could probably have hit A and X to grapple while I was in the air.
Maybe this is connected to the drain.
Is there anything else in this room? Doesn't seem like there is. Oh, I can't hit.
That did it.
So now I can tie it together. Can't slide though. So this is a bit of a race for time. Jump this here, swim fast, hit X, and then start pulling this backwards.
Yes.
Now, what doesn't make any sense here is why in the world would you build a bathhouse designed to be flooded? I actually don't understand what parts of this are supposed to be the bath. bathhouse at all. Is it all, everything I'm swimming in is the bathhouse, or are we in the drains of a bathhouse and there was a floor above that's been broken out? Looks like there's some Greek fire elements. And there's some arrows. But I can't even pick up those arrows. So I think maybe the water's down over here now.
Another drain, but no winch.
I suppose maybe I could run the boat? No, that won't work.
Another drain, but no winch.
And we're in another one of these sections where it's just gonna repeat itself over and over again. I can't jump up until the water's done filling. Clearly, I should be able to pull myself up at this point. So I'm just assuming I have to do that, and then do this, and then this, and well, color me confused. This is the exit. Maybe I can pull the boat in this direction. So stand here. Shoot this direction. Press this. Pull the boat that way. Rotating the left stick or the right stick in circles, by the way, not recommended in video games. It just really never is. It has the distinct danger of causing you to overwork and blister your thumb. The other thought is maybe I should get the boat in under this point. Both heights seem to be about the same. So. As this happens. So unless the game decides to very cruelly snap the rope, which it doesn't seem like it's going to, this, I hope, works.
There. That's the last of them.
That just took time. More time than I
Laid out for burial. A mass grave.
Who is? The one or two bodies you can see? And we've already been told that they believe the coins are for burial to pay the ferryman, I suppose. heaven or hell, life, whatever. I'm getting a lot of coin caches, but I need a document to guarantee that I found everything, I think. Apparently I can afford a supply shack item. Wouldn't it be nice if this turned out to be something along everything on the map is revealed? I bet it isn't, though. I bet this is just swim faster underwater or something really unimportant. I bet it's water related.
An old codex. This one appears to be an instruction manual for mountaineering.
So, iron grip. Climbing on rocks and ice surfaces is significantly faster. Not really helpful, but okay. I don't know why these codex glow as you're looking at them. Seems just to be bad animation. No clue as far as whether there's something here or not that I missed. My senses ability should be able to tell me if there was a collectible I missed through walls and such, but you know, that hasn't really worked that well lately, or proven itself to be that useful. So then the question is, do I want to fast travel from this to that and see if we can get in that crypt? I think we should. So the iron grip skill is right there, which means if there were a ton more crypts and tombs, which there aren't, you could potentially assume that you were going to fill in all of these boxes, but I know there aren't. The achievements on the game specifically point out that there aren't. Improved ejector. And ideally this will be a really fast travel. It won't go to a load, it won't do anything like that. But there's really no reason why to believe that's actually what's going to happen. I might have to run around and do the dives a couple of times, just because I may have forgotten which ones I've done high dives on and which ones I haven't. Come down this way. And let's try to be careful. Seriously getting irritating. So I guess there's a bit of a jump that has to be made in that section. Alright, there's a document here that we get that'll probably help us find something more. And this could have only been reached with the broadhead.
Alya is with child. My daughter. I cannot put into words the tempest in my skull. I know I have made a grave mistake. My people will accept it without an ill look, but they too will see the error of my judgment. It seems so cold to call this year of happiness with Alya an era. But with every glorious moment, I knew that we sowed the seeds of tragedy. I cannot be a husband or a father, and still be who I must be for my people. Someday I will have to make a decision that pits my duty against the love of my family. I do not know how I will bend on that day, God help me. I'm a fool.
So here's more of the timeline not making sense. This is labeled as Jacob's dialogue. The title up there says this is the happiest time in Jacob's life. But his daughter is named Alia. And she's pregnant with Sarah, I believe, or Sophia, who is the girl we've seen in the actual game. Or at least that's what I'm assuming. And that makes him a grandfather. So it then reapplies the idea that he has at least drunken from the divine source and used its ability to survive longer than people normally do. Let's see, here's that bullseye challenge. Here's the snared rabbits to cut down challenge. I can't mark that. I can go, however, all the way to this tomb. So that might be our next best bet to go to. Bullseye challenges. Anybody see any bullseye challenges? I could do a little bit of hunting. I don't think, though, shooting bunnies would get me hides. So, if I am gonna hunt anything, it needs to be for something that's
Hello there.
a deer or better. But there's two of these right here. There's a way up this.
There has to be more shells for the Soviet rifles. Why is there a shortage now?
Nearly a dozen of the crates got wet during the last rain.
There's an achievement for diving into a well. I'm not exactly sure how you'd be able to do that, though. Like, yes, that is jumping in a well, but I think they want you to actually do the dive mechanism. And here's a guy I can talk to. I guess I've given up on any idea of talking to people, though. Alright, well, I suppose this gets you up there. And opens that. And there I managed to fall to my death. I thought there was a little outcropping. Where are we? Go back this way. If there was a slightly closer platform, I could do that and get up there. In fact, come to think of it, there might actually be a way up there. If there's a platform up here that I can reach. No, it's too tall. I suppose I could do a lot of hunting in this section and work towards leveling up again. At a certain point it becomes unnecessary and redundant. Have to get that angle just right, which implies to me that there might be a different way to get up here. Trying to look to see if there's any more targets to hit. Shame that doesn't work. See, doesn't that look like a platform that you should be able to do something with? It's been another 30 minutes. We were at 66% before. We are on save game 39, so we're approaching 20 hours of gameplay. We've made it to 67%. I'm surprised we even made it that far since we're just doing collectibles. That's it for this recording. As always, I ask you to like, share, subscribe, comment, and watch every second of my videos. If you want a friend or follow me on basically any social media sites, there's a whole bunch of links down below. Thank you for watching. Have a good evening.